Ronaldinho only spent 32 days in prison. A former Real Madrid number 10, am serving a full 9-year sentence. I arrived at the Bernabéu as Pelé's successor, the kid who would rather sit on the bench for a year than not join Chelsea. Without me, the Manchester City dynasty might not exist, but in the end, I threw my life away in a bar in Milan. I am Robinho, Pelé's classic successor. Once upon a time, my stepovers mesmerized all of Europe. Now my feet are weighed down by shackles. Summer 2005, a 22-year-old me parachuted into the Bernabéu, wearing the number 10 jersey. Los Marines hoped I could counter Ronaldinho's leading Barcelona, and I delivered. I scored 14 goals in my first season. The stepovers weren't just fancy, they were practical. But Real Madrid was a turbulent club back then, literally a motley crew. Even a mad dog like Gravesen had a starring role. He first wrecked Ronaldo's teeth in training, and not long after, he knocked me down too. I got up and slapped him, but my thin frame was no match. He growled he'd kill me. Fortunately, teammates held him back. That was the Real Madrid of those years, not a place for serious football. By 2008, the board had only one player on their mind, Cristiano Ronaldo. They didn't give a damn about me. So on August 31st, 2008, I held a press conference in Madrid. I declared I would rather spend a year on the bench than stay. I was different from those willing to sacrifice everything for the club's name. No one had ever dared to fight Real Madrid like this, except me, because I have my pride. My move to Chelsea fell through. That year, European football was changing. The big money from Abu Dhabi was about to take over Manchester City. But there was one condition. A world-class star had to be introduced, or the deal was off at the time. Nobody knew anything about Manchester City. They were a team fighting relegation, and no star would even consider them. Club CEO Gary Cook's office was in chaos. They thought of Messi or David Villa, which was impossible. They even tried to get Berbatov at the airport, only for Alex Ferguson to intercept the deal after a tip-off. So they ended up with me while I was doing a fitness check at Chelsea. I had no idea Manchester City existed. My agent told me it was Manchester United, so I agreed to join. It wasn't until the signing and the jersey reveal that I realized it wasn't Chelsea. I was bamboozled. Signed for a Premier League record-breaking 42 million euros, I became the first world-class star in City's history. On my debut, September 13th, I scored with a free kick. It was obvious I was in a league of my own, but my career at Man City was as disappointing as the one at Real Madrid, a flash in the pan. In 2010, I went on loan to Santos, my home team, just to stay fit for the World Cup. That was where Pelé was crowned king, the cradle of my journey. When Pelé stepped out of the helicopter, holding my hands high, no one doubted this was my comeback. I led Brazil in that World Cup, scoring 2 goals in the knockout stages, carrying the team forward. But Wesley Sneijder was simply too good that day, and our journey ended in the quarterfinals. After the World Cup, I transferred to AC Milan. Little did I know I would win the Serie A title there, but I would lose my life. In 2014, I was questioned by the Italian police for the first time regarding a case from a year earlier. In 2017, I completely denied the charges. But the ironclad evidence rendered my defense powerless. Thanks to my agent's counterattack and long trial, I was able to continue playing football. In 2020, after returning to Santos, I was terminated after just 7 days due to protests from numerous female fans. That same year, the Milan court issued its final verdict, finding me guilty of In 2022, the Italian Supreme Court concluded the case. In March 2024, in my apartment in Sao Paulo, Brazil, I felt I couldn't escape the long arm of the law. From heaven to hell, it only takes one night of debauchery. I was supposed to become the face of the Samba football. I once possessed the legs that God bestowed upon me. These legs didn't walk towards the World Cup podium, but rather stepped into the iron gates of a Brazilian prison.